Hey everyone, it's Warriors NRL Fanatics. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Hope you're all doing well on this Tuesday evening. Hello to 5-star Lexi in the chat. Hope you're doing well, 5-star Lexi. Hope you're doing great. Hope everyone's doing well on this Tuesday evening. If you are a new viewer or a returning viewer to the channel and you haven't done so already, please, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And also make sure you don't forget to go and check out my review of the game. It is a bit late. I did release it today. I should have released it Monday, but I ended up releasing it on the Tuesday. So guys, go and check that out. The review is up for the game where I give my thoughts on the game, go through the stats, go through the player ratings as well, and give my honest views on how I thought the game went. But boy, it was a very tough game to watch on Sunday. A very difficult result to take. Just a very frustrating performance in general. Look, as a Warriors fan, you kind of hope that we'd play a lot better than what we did, and we just weren't there. We just weren't there physically up for it against the Raiders side, which, outplayed us from the beginning of kickoff there. So, hello to Tahi, bro, in the chat. Good to see you, Tahi, bro. Hope you're doing well. And guys, if you are here, don't forget, give the stream a like, guys. It really shows that you actually like the content, and it's much appreciated. Only takes a second. Just go over the thumbs up button there and click the like button on the stream as well, because it does show your support for the videos and the content. So make sure you do so, and it's much appreciated. So hit that thumbs up button, and don't forget to share the stream, share the video, and if you are new viewer, returning viewer, like I say, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Subscribing is absolutely free, and it does help the channel in terms of getting the content out to more people. And we're on the road to 3K subscribers, so we're going to try and get to 3K subscribers really soon. Look, no Warriors game this weekend, obviously with Vegas, so we do have a bit of it feels like more like a bye this week for the Warriors, but the boys obviously will be traveling back home and trying to regroup after what was a very disappointing game on the weekend. But guys, for those of you who don't know, this is my 5 things learned. So as you guys would have seen in the preseason, 5 things learned is a thing that I do where I go through some of the talking points from the game. So I look at 5 talking points and I give my opinions on those talking points. So if you guys want an example of it, last preseason trial game, I gave my 5 points, and then I give my take on what I think. So hello to Jacko in the chat. Good to see you, Jacko. Hope you're doing well. Like I said, like, share, and subscribe, everyone. The review is also up on the channel. I uploaded that today. It is a little bit of a late one. Apologies if the review is quite late. I know some people might not want to watch the review because of the performance, but why not bring it out for you guys? Just give my overall take on what I thought went wrong during that game. So I know some people won't want to watch the review after a big loss like that, but go and check it out anyways if you haven't seen it already. Go and give that a watch and go give that a like as well. But I'll get into it now. So my 5 talking points from the Las Vegas disappointment. That's right, it wasn't a massive disappointment. And the first 5 points I have is starting off with number 5. Chanel Harris-Tavita and Luke Metcalf, I think, cannot start together. Now, I know it's only round 1. I know people are going to say, look, that's a bit quick to react after the first game of the season. I get that. I understand. But from what I saw on the weekend, those two as a halves pairing, man, I really was hoping that they would actually play very well together. Look, I feel like they didn't combine as well as they should have. And I think with Metcalf and Harris-Tavita, they're both very similar the way they play. Obviously, with CHT, he's pretty similar in a way because he likes to run the ball. He's not really a general controlled kicking half, in my opinion. And I know people say the exact same about Metcalf, which is Metcalf has not played 7, and this was his first game in the 7 jersey. So I just feel like Metcalf and Sheridan Harris-Tavita cannot be a halves pairing moving forward. I know Webster probably won't change the lineup. I don't think he will. I think he'll probably stick with those two in the halves for the clash against Manly. But look, for me, if it was my point of view, I would probably go a lot different in terms of the halves moving forward. I think, you got Tana Boyd there, and Tana Boyd is playing for our New South Wales Cup team this week. So for those of you unaware, the New South Wales Cup side are in action this week against the Raiders in Sydney. So I see that New South Wales Cup side, they've named, they've named him there in the halves with Tamari Martin. So that will be interesting to see how that all goes. But, if either of those two perform, they will be putting their hands up to, getting that first grade side for the Manly clash as a whole for me. So, look, I think you're going to give Tana Boyd an opportunity. I know people were saying that Tamari Martin should come straight back in the halves and play with, Luke Metcalf, and I understand that. But look, I think for me, you've got to try someone like a Tana Boyd, and that's just my opinion. I feel like Tana Boyd needs to be given an opportunity because I feel like we need someone that can control the game, and he's got a good kicking game as well. He's got a great kicking game, so I think that's where I'd go moving forward. And Harris Tavita and Metcalf, look, I think Harris Tavita just doesn't have a very good kicking game. I don't think he has the greatest of kicking games, and we need someone with a good kicking game, in my opinion. So that's what I would do going forward. But yeah, look, that's my opinion. I think that Harrison and Metcalf cannot start together as a half combination. It might be too early to go off it. People might say it's round 1. I understand that, but look, if we leave it too late in the season, and our season's already gone, it'll be too late, right? It'll be too late. So, why not give it a crack there? But yeah, so hello to Kiwi and Zed in the chat. Hello to Mez as well. Hope you guys are doing well. If you haven't done so, guys, click that like button on the stream and subscribe to the channel. This is my 5 things learned from round 1, Vegas clash, New Zealand Warriors versus the Raiders. And this is where I give my 5 talking points that I take from the game, and I give my overall opinion on what I think. So that's what you guys can expect from this stream. And I will interact in the chat as well as I go along. So Tans is saying here, I got a feeling Boyd will play against Manly. Need someone with a long kicking game to match DCE. I agree. Definitely for sure. We do definitely need someone that can control the kicking game in the halves. And of course, we're coming up against someone that knows how to control a game, and that is Daly Cherry Evans. And if he has a big game against us, in the following week, which is not this week, next week, against us, then we're going to be in trouble. So Tahi Bro says, okay, who didn't push the like button? Absolutely, Tahi Bro. Make sure you're liking the stream. Jacko's saying too early for that call for Nax. No matter who was in the halves, playing off the back foot, kind of pack dominated. No halves look good. But who knows, maybe Boyd and Metcalf will be the way forward. I agree. Our forwards weren't great, Jacko. I do absolutely agree. It's not all on the halves. look, the halves didn't play great, but the forwards didn't deliver as well. So I am going to mention the forwards, Jacko. So don't worry, I will mention the forwards, and they definitely do need to, step it up against Manly. Tons are saying, be cool if someone can do a watch along, but so we can see the screen. And if Boyd has a great game in Cup, maybe Webster will make the call. Yeah, I mean, you just don't know, right, Jacko? You just don't know on that one. But I don't know. Like Harris and Metcalf, is it going to work against Manly? I'm not too sure, man. You'd hope it does. If he does, give them another crack. Harris and the halves another crack for that game against the Seagulls. But look, in my opinion, I don't think these two will work. It's going to work as a combination moving forward, but that's just the way I feel. And look, I hope I'm proven wrong. I really do. I hope I'm proven wrong. Hope they go out there and kill it against Manly, and put it in my face and say, "Yeah, look, I was wrong." So I really hope they do. But we need to control it. We need to have a half that's controlling the game. We can't have both halves playing similar in a way. And that's going to affect us moving forward. But yeah, Metcalf and Harris Tavita, I just don't think they're going to be able to gel as a halves pairing throughout the whole season. But look, I hope I'm wrong. I do. I hope they go out there and kill it against Manly if they do if that does be a combination in round 2. But yeah, guys, don't forget to like the stream if you haven't done so already. Please hit the thumbs up on the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you're a new viewer or haven't done so already. All your returning viewers are much appreciated, and it's absolutely free as well. So like, share, and subscribe. Do all the following, and go and check out my review on the YouTube channel. I did put that up today. I uploaded it and gave my overall thoughts. But don't forget, feel free to interact in the chat, guys, and I will go through your comments as I go through my 5 takes that I take out of the game. So starting off with number 4, and number 4 I've gone with forward pack limited impact. So look, I think on the weekend we saw that Webster, in terms of the team list and the bench rotations, it was a huge letdown, right? It was really disappointing. Now, for me, if you look at Niokore, Capewell, and Ford all starting together at the same time, well, look, I think we cannot be starting all those players in the side altogether. Look, if we're going to have Niokore and Capewell starting, then have them starting, or you have, one of them on the bench. And Ford was just disappointing, right? Jackson Ford was really disappointing. His performance on the field, I think, in my opinion, wasn't great. And, you looked at the 4-pack, there was really no depth. There was really no impact whatsoever. That was the reason why we lost the game. It wasn't just the halves. So, it was the forwards. Fisher Harris, Barnett didn't quite have a lot of impact because, they didn't play a lot of minutes, which Webby, I don't understand altogether. I think that was a wrong call by Webby, in my opinion. And then you've got Jacob Laban, who didn't play in this game against the Raiders, right? And Laban, I think, needs to be starting against the Manly Seagulls if he's fit. He needs to be in the side moving forward. And I would have Laban in the side with Niokore, or, that's the way I'd go. Or you'd have Laban or Aleka Halasima starting in the back row for me. But look, I don't think you can have the likes of your forwards, Capewells, and Niokores all starting at the same time. That's what I think. And Ford, for me, look, he has gone backwards since 2023. I personally feel like his form has gone so backwards that, you don't understand why Webster is picking him each week. And I don't know what Webster sees in Jackson Ford. I know he's a good player when he's on. He's a good quality player when he's on. But, he hasn't been on since 2023, in my opinion. So, yeah, I think with Jackson Ford, he needs to be a lot better, right? If he's gonna try and get into the first grade side, he's gonna have to show strong form in the New South Wales Cup, right? That's the way I'd see it. Like, I think if you give him maybe a few minutes in Cup next couple of weeks, And if he performs in the cup side, then yes, throw him back into the first grade side. But at the moment, I wouldn't have him in there. And look, I was a bit surprised that Webby picked him for this clash against the Raiders, especially because I don't think his form in the trials really warranted him getting into the team. Um, but with Capewell, another player which looks like he's put on a bit of weight. He looks a lot slower for me. I wasn't really the biggest of Capewell fans at the start when we signed him, and a lot of people excited about the signing. But I think Capewell for me, look, he wasn't very poor, but look, he wasn't great. So if you're going to have Capewell, at least maybe put him on the bench, maybe for a bit of experience on the bench. But look, I personally wouldn't have Capewell starting over lots of like your Lavens or your Halves or your, you know, that I just wouldn't have them ahead of those guys or ahead of your Valmawangas as well. And that's the way I'd go move forward. But yeah, the bench rotation was just so questionable by Webster. He's going to have to sort that one out because even in his first season as a Warriors head coach, there were signs of it. No one really talked about it because we were playing so well. We were in the top four. No one was mentioning Webster's bench rotations in that first season even. And that the second season last year, he showed that as well in terms of the players he picks and what minutes he gives them. So yeah, so just go for you guys' comments in the chat. So bear with me. So yeah, Jason's saying here, hello to Jason. First match of the season. I'm sure there's some better footy in Metcalf. The defense was terrible. Really let us down. Yeah, the defense was absolutely shocking, Jason. We need to be a lot better in that area. 5-star Lexi says you should do watch-alongs on Twitch so we can see the screen maybe. I found the combination on the right was put under the knife. It's Ali and Tawapiki. Absolutely, Tahi. I said in my review that our outside backs were really targeted defensively. And shout out to Levon Wise up for his analyze videos on Instagram actually, and shout out to him. He actually put up some good points regards to our defense. So a big shout out to him. But he summed it up pretty well as well with the defensive side. Especially when you look at our outside backs and how we defended. Kane was getting targeted quite a lot on the wing there. Obviously it's not his preferred position, so he was always going to be targeted. And Leah Tower, and your Pompies and the likes, look, defensively not great there, and that was a bit of a worry and concern. And Raiders really found that out defensively as a whole, which was the biggest concern for me. Going into this game, I think the defense was the big microscope for me, and how we approach that sort of side of the game because we need to improve that. We need to get that better because if we don't, we're in for a long season, unfortunately. But we've got to find a way to be a lot better in that area as a whole. So Tahi bro, four did well with 35 tackles, 10 hit ups, 1 offload and 2 missed tackles. Yeah, I mean you can see it that way. I probably see it a lot different. But Josh is saying here, Webster played their best winger during the preseason. Now he's injured. Tells you everything about the Warriors' depth. Yeah, exactly right, Josh. Our depth is not the greatest in that area, and that is probably why we signed Morgan Harper. Which, look, I'm not a big fan of the Morgan Harper signing. I don't know how much first grade he's going to get, but who knows? You never know with players out of form. And I've seen Morgan Harper's been named to play in the Cup side this weekend as well. Jacko's saying here Webster selections, late changes and bench use have gone from being a worry to an outright concerning. It is like he's learnt nothing from 2024. Well, exactly right, Jacko. Absolutely right. It's a big talking point, massive concern, and he needs to sort that out. He needs to get better in that sort of department because, I think even the late changes, what's the whole area around the tactics side of that, point of view there. What is he trying to achieve there, right? What is he trying to achieve? So, look, I'm not here to doubt Webby. He's the coach. I'm just a fan giving my point of view, but you've got to sit here and have a few question marks on why he's doing it because I know Webster, everyone loves Webster, and I do too, but you've got to sit here and have a look at what he's doing wrong. You've got to be honest with yourself and have a look as to why he's doing what he's doing. So, look, hey, he is learning. He's only been here for a couple of years, but he's got to get better, and the team's got to get better as well. Josh is saying here, possibly the coach. Everyone loves Webby, but he doesn't make optimal decisions. Yeah, and I know a lot of people don't want to criticize Webby because everyone loves him, but you got to sit here and be, honest with yourselves and what you see. And when I sit here and watch the Warriors play every week, I'm going to look at it from my point of view. Instead of being one item biased, I'm going to look at it from a content creator's point of view as to why we're doing what we're doing. So, absolutely, I think so too. And some people can be quite defensive, when you question some of the stuff that Webster does. But I've seen fans even question Webby's selections lately as well, and his bench rotations, which he needs to look at moving forward. Jacko's saying here Webster keep them on too long. Jacko was gassed. Yeah, I saw. That's the thing. Jacko. Four was on for 67 minutes a game. You set to wonder why he was playing that long, and then you had the likes of your, Fisher Harris's and Barnett's. Barnett only played 45 minutes a game, 45 minutes, which is just a bit odd. And you don't understand it because look, it probably is a tactic of Webby, but you sort of don't understand it as a whole. Tahi Bro saying Capes fell off a few. He definitely did. He missed 9 tackles. That's a lot of tackles, right? It's not great at all. It's not good enough. You're missing over 9 tackles or 10 tackles a game. That's a big concern. That is a big alarming bell for me. I just look. I think if you're missing 3 to 4 tackles, maybe at least 3 to 4 or 2, it's not too bad. But if you're missing over 9 or 7, that's a lot of tackles. Josh is saying here, yeah, when we commit, the team isn't the best, but the coach is horrific at decision making. Good luck if you're a Wales fan. Absolutely, Josh. I agree with you on that one. And Capewell and Niokore made up 25% of our missed tackles. They were awful. I agree with you there. And Niokore, I feel like he's coming into the season. He's under a lot of pressure to perform, in my opinion, because look at the price tag he is on at the moment, right? He's on a big amount of money at the club, so he's going to need to step up and improve. And look, it's only round 1. There's plenty of time for him to do that, but he's going to have to do that throughout the season. If he's going to be picked each week, he can't afford to be having too many bad performances each week for me. So, Tahi Bro, Niokore has 3 missed tackles on NRL.com. I read Capewell missed 8 and Niokore 5. Yeah, Warriors pay money for one forward and thought it changed everything. Still the same old pack. Really though, 2 of us check as a winger. Harris Tavita is inconsistent. I could go on and on. Yeah, which is a fair point, Josh. Which is a real fair point because, look, I think RTS, he's not a winger, but I think RTS actually did play very well, and he was our best back on the day. He was probably our best player on the field for me, given the fact there was not too many standouts for the Warriors in the game, and Roger was our best player, and he's playing wing. And look, I think he did a good job there, to be honest. I don't think he was bad. I think he was great. If you look at the stats, he was outstanding, Roger. No one else was actually standing out throughout this game. Josh is saying there's no room for 2 of us to check in the side. Shanti Cookstad isn't great at 6. He's a much better, not much better 1. And Jacko is also saying here, no doubt it is, but the gap Niokore left for Rose half to fly through was just a lazy player. Lazy play. Yeah, it was a really lazy play. I absolutely agree with you there on that one, Jacko. There's just so many concerns and issues around the defensive side of the game. And we can talk about the attack. The attack wasn't great at all, but the defense is the big key one for me. If you're going to make the finals, be a top 4 side, a top 8 side, if you don't want to be a bottom 4 side, you're going to have to defend well. And that was the struggles from last year, and it's carried on to this first game of the season. So defense is a big talking point and a big issue for me, nonetheless. Jacko's saying here, Rats for RTS to fullback. Sadly, Chance Cook's legs are gone. Even though I love the way he plays. Yeah, I agree with you, Jacko. I said in my review. And look, go and check that out, guys, if you haven't already. But I did say in my review video I uploaded today that look, Senak's a great player. I love Senak, but I do feel like if you're gonna play Tane to a Picky, you've got to play him at fullback. I know some people are giving Roger a shout out to be at fullback, but I wouldn't put Roger back there now. I would actually put Tane there, and I think Tane should go to fullback in my opinion. So, but yeah, that's just my general thoughts. And I think Tane, he's just wasted on the wing, right? We know he's just a talent, but he's wasted where he's playing at the moment. You can't have him there on the wing. You've got to have him at fullback. Yeah, no room for Roger really. What he to play was possibly could put Tane to a pick at fullback, and no, he's going to play at 6. Tahi Bros come up with a good comment here. Ian needed to cover as second in the ruck. Didn't follow Starling when he followed forward into that gap, and Iroquois was holding on. Young was headed directly towards him. That's a great comment, Tahi Bro. That is great analysis from you in regards to the game, and you're absolutely spot on there. A lot of those areas, when you look at it, when you watch it back, I watched it back the other day, not live. I watched it live, of course, on Sunday, but then I watched it back on Monday, and yeah, there was so many big issues that we can go through as a side and defensively as well. And that was definitely one of them. That was definitely one of them as well. Doesn't matter how good your 4-pack is. It could be if Chanel Harris is a 6. Josh is saying, fair enough. Yep. Tans is saying RTS will not play fullback. He's got a winger. Won a premiership there. Started his career there. Yeah, and I think people should need to move on from the RTS at fullback talk. Look, he was great for us at fullback for a number of years, but it's in the past now. He's a lot older. We need someone who's young. And look, RTS can do the job, no doubt about it. But I think we've got to move on. The NRL's become a lot tougher now, and I think putting RTS at fullback is just going to put a lot of pressure on him in the side. So I think he's all right where he is at the moment. And I know, he looks wasted there on the wing, but he did a not bad job on that in that position. And he still killed it. He made 192 meters. That's still not a bad impact on the wing. It's not like he was poor, right? It's not like it was quiet. So, yeah, and Jack is saying here, if you miss 40 tackles, you don't have anything. Josh, that is the big issue in its defence. For 51 minutes, yeah, 51 minutes is way too long, Tahi. It's really too long. Jason's saying, please, can we have RTS at fullback? Yeah, I was just going through comments. And Josh, defence becomes a problem when effort drops, when you're on the field, realising probably going to lose it. Effort drops off and, yeah, stop playing for each other. Yeah, absolutely right. Hello to CJ Moxley in the chat. Good to see you, bro. Hope you're doing well. He's actually asking a question. Hey, thoughts on the rumours circling Tamari Martin maybe leaving? If you have seen them, I have actually seen them. Yeah, look, CJ, I think there is a real possibility he could leave. And that's based on the fact that Webby is. It feels like he's not going to make the first grade side as a whole. So look, I wouldn't be surprised if he leaves. But if it's true, if it does happen, then it is what it is. So yeah, I don't know really more I can add on to that one, CJ. I just think that there's always a whole possibility that he could go back to Australia because there's a lot of Aussie clubs that would be keen on signing him. Hello to Mez in the chat saying, to be honest, I think some areas affecting these guys are full on their own hype, media, social media, Vegas. That's a fair comment. I don't think we did handle the hype too well, to be honest. Big game, big hype. We didn't quite handle it, to be fair. And Tans is saying we don't have another winger. He'll be the winger for 2025. Mears, Tans is saying agree. Mears and CJ Moxley possibly. Why on earth would they play Tamari Martin preseason now? CHT. Just going through comments, guys. So bear with me. Jacko's saying he will Tans, but maybe Caesar should be fullback. And Roger will do a good job whenever he plays, but he does a great job at fullback. But there's a spot for him at fullback. And yep, for viewers, push the like button, guys. Yep, hit the like button. We've got 11 viewers here, so make sure you do like the stream, everyone. Share the stream around, share the video. Yeah, if you're a new viewer or a returning viewer to the channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We want to try and push the subscriber count and try and get us to 3K as well. And subscribing is free and it's much appreciated. It helps the channel, and it really is much appreciated as well. So subscribe, like, and share, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. It only takes a second. And don't forget to subscribe if you're a new viewer or returning viewer and haven't done so already. And Spider-Man is saying I overhype Harris. Not once did I see him offload. CJ saying fair. Lots of potential in the squad. Usually looking forward to the Manly game. Really looking forward to the Manly game. The following up to C next stopped or slowed, starting down. Forward CH10 Cavs joined Egan. Clark followed the line again. Should have communicated to Clark to push left instead of Clark. What is this comment? Push Clark to tackle Fogarty, which is a good comment there. It's a really good comment. Leaving the overlap, yeah. For Savage's try. Yeah, the defence on that Savage try was just so poor, man. It's just so poor. It was so disappointing. We could have done a lot better from what I saw there. Josh is saying doesn't really matter about the fullback if we don't play a proper halves pairing anyway. Every good club has a star in the half, but we buy James Fisher-Harris. Fair enough, Josh. Fair enough. We have thousands of the Islanders. Okay, yep, fair enough. That's a fair comment. But yeah, so just continuing on from my discussion. So sorry guys, just going for your comments like I do. So number 3, I've said it there. Number 4, so I've gone through my number 4, 4-pack, limited impact. And it was a real struggle for me as to why the impact wasn't that great from our forwards, and the Raiders really muscled up, especially defensively as well. The offloads were the killer blow for us throughout this whole game. The Raiders just offload the ball at will. I think there was 19 offloads as well. The Warriors only had 9 or 8 offloads. So yeah, the 4-pack, just not enough impact from the 4-pack. And look, we can talk about the halves all we want. We can talk about the centres and the outside backs. We can talk about Egan, but the 4-pack needs to lay the platform, and they didn't. They didn't do that in this game. So I think the impact was far less than what we hoped. And I did say in my preview with Craig last week that, the 4-pack is going to be the key to winning this game, and that's what it turned out to be. The 4-pack for the Raiders, especially your Hudson Youngs, your Starlings, Tarpanay's, they were the reason why the Raiders won. Let's be quite real. And I think Tom Starling, for me, really won the battle of the hookers. He was just outstanding. He was one of the reasons why the Warriors got exposed defensively throughout this game as well. He was excellent, Tom Starling. He was brilliant. And Wade Egan, unfortunately, could not have the same impact as what Tom Starling did throughout that game. So I think also just the forwards and what the Raiders did, and then you got the hooker as well and Starling, who just, made it all too difficult for the Warriors, and the Warriors just could not handle it as a whole. And no one really stood out. Let's be fair, no one really stood out but RTS. RTS was our best back. No one else on the field was great, in my opinion. So I just hope that this team, that with all the other players that didn't perform, can up the ante against Manly. If they do get selected again this week, I think Webby's just knowing Webby, he's not going to change too much. He won't make wholesale changes. Like us as fans, we ask for changes, but they probably won't happen. Let's be real. And we'll probably see the same lineup against Manly the following week. But that's my thoughts on that one. But I feel like the 4-pack, Leka Haliasima, Jacob Laban, should be putting their hands up to get in the starting side. As for Laban, Halasima, and they should be in there. They should be in there somewhere, right? They should be on the bench. For me, that's where I probably would go moving forward. Another point I want to make out is number 3. I've gone centre pairings when fit. Berry and Leotau will be the perfect combination. Now, I think with Berry, is actually been named to play for the New South Wales Cup side this week, so I'm interested to see how he goes and if he can get out of that game unscathed, no injury. If he plays well, I think Barry's going to be putting up his name for selection for that Manly clash coming up at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium. I don't think you can play Pompey and Leotower for the Manly game, in my opinion. I think you need to go with our best centre pairing for me going to the start of the season at fully fit was always going to be Berry and Leotower for me. Pompey and Leotower as a combination just don't work. They just don't work defensively as well. They're good as an attacking spark on the field, but as a centre pairing, they just have too many defensive issues for me. So I would probably go with Berry and Leotower moving forward. I think they're our best centre pairing combination moving forward. And Berry's one of the best one-on-one defenders last year. Everyone's got to remember that as a stat. Berry was just so good one-on-one. And when he got injured, we really struggled defensively as well. And I see we were doing quite well defensively when he was on the field, when he was playing. So I feel like with the combination moving forward, I think you've got Berry and Leotower as the centre combination. I don't know what you guys think in the chat, but let me know what you guys think on that. But I think Berry, Leotower as a combination is our strongest centre pairing moving forward. And Pompey's great, don't get me wrong. Pompey's not doing anything wrong, but I think defensively is just a little bit of a question mark on what he brings. As well. And I think Berry as a combination with Leotower would be more suited for me in the side. So that's the way I'd go personally. And I think that's why they should go moving forward. But yeah, just going through your comments, guys. So Tahi Bros is saying here, yes, Egan still is struggling a little bit. Lazy on D for me. Yeah, Egan probably had a really less impactful game. Mez is saying here the Thai team had no cohesion. Yeah, they definitely didn't. We would have to pay 1.5 million to get him to consider moving away from Sydney. Josh is saying here the spine is everything. You don't score enough points without a great game. That's a fair point, but it's not always on your spine. Yes, the spine is the important side of the game, but I personally feel like the forwards need to make a bit of impact as well and help out the halves as well. And it's not just the halves, right? You need your forwards to lay a platform also. But I do agree that the halves are the key as well, no doubt about it. But I think the blame on the halves, all the blame on the halves is a bit ridiculous. It needs to be just also on the whole of the forwards as well, but that's my opinion on that one. Hello to peace, love, and happiness. Good to see you in the chat. Hope you're doing well. Peace, love, and happiness. Guys, make sure you give the stream a like if you haven't done so already. Click that thumbs up button on the stream. We've got 13 viewers, so make sure you're liking the stream. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are a new viewer or a returning viewer and you haven't done so already. Subscribing is absolutely free and also helps the channel as well to grow. We're trying to get to 3K subscribers, so that's the goal of the channel. So a lot of Warriors content to come on the channel, NRL content as well. So make sure you do subscribe to the channel. And GT is saying here, hello to GT in the chat. Good to see you. Saying, who's playing fullback? Please don't say CNAC. GT, I've said it earlier, it's got to be Tane Tuapiki. He's got to be playing fullback moving forward. You can't play Tane on the wing. CNAC's been a great player for us for a number of years. He's been great, but last year, wasn't his best season. And then you've got a young, hungry Tane Tuapiki who played very well for us in that fullback spot against the Panthers at Magic Round last year. So I think Tane has to play there personally. And look, I'm not saying drop CNAC. I think CNAC should still be in the side, but I'd move CNAC into the centres or on the wing personally for me. I just feel like it's time in the fullback spot. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but it's sort of coming to an end, in my opinion. But look, I love CNAC, but look, I've got to be pretty honest and brutal that, unfortunately, I think, we've got to go a lot different in that area at the moment. Jacko's saying experience is yet to prove anything, but it'll be great in time. And I think Laban will be back. Yeah, he definitely should be back, Jacko. He should be back for me. You need quality props, and he is one of the best without top middles. Without top middles, you struggle. Yeah, absolutely right, Jacko. GT's also saying here a bit where we play CNEC at fullback all year. Yeah, I think he will definitely play CNEC all year, but look, I'm hoping he does change it up a bit there moving forward. Metcalf is good, but who's going to play 6? Yeah, I think. Look, I know people are going to say should be moved out of the 6-7 jersey, Metcalf, but I feel like you got to give him another opportunity. I know people are not going to like what I'm saying here, but I think he should be given a chance, right? Should be given more time. Like, if Metcalf doesn't play well in that 7 jersey in the next couple of games, then yes, look, change it up. Change it up. Bring in someone like your Tana boys to play 7. But I think at the moment, you've got to stick with Metcalf there. Metcalf's only played 2 trials, preseason trials, and, that game. So I'd give him another opportunity. For me. That's the way I'd go. Tahi Bro saying 50-meter dummy half ran from Starling because he wasn't intercepted from marker. And Webster will be gone either at the end of the year of 3 to 4. Warriors for the spoon, says Josh. I don't think we're going to get the spoon. I think it's a bit of a overreaction personally, but I don't think we'll get the spoon. That's not going to happen. Let's be honest. Look, I think if we find some form, we can definitely be challenging for the finals. But at the moment, I'm not even thinking that far forward. Forwards obviously need to set the platform, but even with the greatest platform, if you don't have the great halves pairing, you have 40 tackles inside opposition for 6 points. Taibro saying the Savage tried for 2 interceptions, 2 interactions were on Egan. Yeah, well, yeah, that's absolutely right there. Like I feel like with the defensive side of that point of view, we really struggled on that side of the field. Hello to Greg in the chat. Hope you're doing well, Greg. Hope you're doing well. What's going on with my computer, guys? I don't know what's going on with my computer. My computer's randomly just turned off. What's going on here? Yeah, keep your comments through coming, guys. I don't know what's going on. Computer's just randomly had a bit of a glitch. So, had my notes on the computer, but it's randomly just had a bit of a glitch there. So, just keep them coming. Hello to DD. He's saying we have to tough it out the season. Patience and faith is needed. Yeah, well, of course. Look, yeah, we want to have patience. We definitely do. And look, it's only round 1, but like I say, it is what it is. We've got to try and find a way to improve and get better. And we've got to do it. So Tahi Bro saying we've got areas to fix up, but I don't think we have the wooden spoon. Yeah, I don't think so. It's not likely to happen. Let's be quite honest. Saying we'll get the spoon is a bit ridiculous, in my opinion. I think after all, just 1 game, but yeah. Hello to Luke, Melbourne Storm fan. How you doing today? I'm doing good, Luke. Hope you're doing well yourself. Jackie's saying it's too early to make the call on who gets the spoon. Injuries will play a massive role. Hello to Mikhail. Says I think if they stick with the Warriors side now, it might give us a few troubles. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Josh is saying I wish I could. $25, $250 of Warriors to get the spoon. Look, we're not going to get the spoon. Let's be quite frank. I don't think we'll get the spoon. I think it's a bit overreaction to say we'll get the spoon off the base of one game. One NRL game. It's a bit ridiculous. I don't know whether he's just trolling in the chat or he's being serious, but maybe it's just his opinion. But hey, look, there's no way we're getting the spoon, guys. Let's not get it. A little bit overreactive and say we'll get the spoon. We'll get bottom 4 after what? The first game, Hello to Ray NZ in the NZG in the chat. Hope you're doing well, Ray NZG. Good to see you in the chat there. Hello to Peace, Love and Happiness. 43 minutes in. I missed what we covered. It's a recap. Yeah, it is a little bit of a chat recap I'll go through my 5 points that I took out of the game and give you guys my thoughts. So that's what it is. Got peace, love, and happiness. But good to see you in the chat, just like I said there. Ray is also saying here, only one game. Hey, fellas, just tripping. Mikhail says no way the Warriors will get the spoon this year. Yeah. Greg said I don't think we'll get the spoon, which is, fair enough. Which is a fair point. What? Oh, what's going on with the computer today? Don't know what's going on with my computer, but I had notes on my computer, and now my computer is buggered. It's buggered. So just keep your comments and questions through as I try and fix what is going on here. I had my notes up, and then the computer just randomly turns off. Don't know what's wrong with this, but like I said there, yeah, peace, Lord. I didn't know your name, but you might need some reading glasses to read the screen. No, I don't need reading glasses. I don't know why people keep saying that. I don't. I'm fine. I'm fine. I can see the screen perfectly. It's just my computer's just randomly switched off at the most worst time to do it. But yeah, get in your questions and comments. So I don't know why people say I need reading glasses. I don't need reading glasses. I can see. I can see very well, thanks. Don't understand it. Yeah, relax. We'll fix things, guys. Well, hope so. Really hope so, 5-star Lecky. Really hope so. Greg is saying I think we get to top 5. A bit early to be saying that, to be quite honest, but that's fair enough. That's your opinion. Tahi Bro's saying here, yeah, all I can say is rewatch the game and there are positive signs, so keep the faith, team. Positive signs, I probably would have to disagree on that one. I don't know if there were any positive signs, to be quite honest. There are a lot of negatives throughout the game, Tahi Bro, but yeah, watching it back, it was tough to find any positive signs, so. No, I don't. I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. I can see the screen. I'm looking quite at it now. So I don't know why people keep saying there's something wrong with me. No, I don't need glasses. I'm perfectly fine, thanks. I don't know why people keep saying that in the chat. Whether people are just saying it for the sake of it, I don't need glasses, right? I know people are trying to help, but I'm fine. Like, I can see the screen. I don't know. Positives, yeah. There's no positives. I'll just ignore the comment now. I took a natural stance and saw the game from a different perspective. Yeah, that's fair enough, Tahi, bro. That's fair enough. Josh is saying, I'll come back to the end of the year and I'll eat my humble pie. It's either the was or the eels. What's going on with this computer? Yeah, but I don't know what's going on with my computer because I was supposed to add in a couple more things that I had notes written down on, but the computer is being a bit of annoyance. So those of you just coming in here and seeing why am I going, I'm trying to do something and just the computer's really frozen at the moment. So I'll come back at the end of the year and I'll eat my humble pie. It's either the eels or the was. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, well, I think I'm going to wrap it up, guys. I think that's just wraps it up. I was supposed to do some more points, but my computer's absolutely stuffed up, which is annoying. But I had a few more things to say on my notes on my computer, but I cannot say them because the computer has been a bit of a nuisance, and I was supposed to have it up. Well, I had it up on the screen, and my computer just randomly switches off. So I think I'm going to wrap it up, guys. It is a longer one. I was supposed to, cover it up, but I'll wrap it up. Cheers, Fanatics, up the wires, absolute Jacko. Um, yeah, what? And I think the Wires do better in the next game. And remember, be better next time will be the 14th of March. Yeah, absolutely. But I think I'm going to wrap it up, guys. Make sure you like the stream. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the live stream. Subscribe to the channel if you are a new viewer or haven't done so already. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Plenty of Warriors content to come on the channel next. And lots of NRL content as well, as a whole there. But yeah, remember to like the stream, everyone. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It's much appreciated, and yeah, it all really does help. Yeah, thanks for the support, everyone. Up the Wires, go the Warriors, and yeah, we will see you guys all. We'll see you guys all tomorrow for a live stream, which will be my NRL tips for round one. So we'll see you guys all there. Have a good one.